Anytime I yell freak, I need all you freaks to yell show right back at me at the top of your lungs. Let me hear it, freak! Freak! Freak!
Hello, fuckers!
Give it up for all those shitty parents that made us all weird, guys. Let's give it up, right?
Okay, we're back.
Alright.
We're here. We're ready to go. So what's going on with you lately, Cyrus?
Staying busy, a lot of projects working on. We're doing a lot of cool stuff on the Freak Show page.
Yeah.
So all the videos, working on that. We're coming out with new merch too, new T-shirts. They're in the works.
You're gonna love the new merch.
Buttons, pins, maybe even Jesus candles. We're working on a lot of different new things.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Saint candles with our pictures on them.
Yes.
Yeah, we've got new stickers and stuff. We
They don't let anyone be a saint these days. They don't let anyone in. They even let us in.
Yeah, well, you know, we'll see how long they let us stay. The shit we've done. We have got a lot of footage from the pilot that we did that we're going to incrementally, you know, behind the scenes and stuff that we're going to release on the page. And, yeah, so tune in now. Tune into the page. Let me know you're here. So if you have any questions for our guest, we can answer them, okay? So let's
Let's bring him in.
Yeah. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, and anything in between. You know, he's so popular. Every woman loves him, and every guy wants to be him. It's the one, the only Franklin Marshall III.
Yeah, Franklin Marshall.
Thank
you.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you
I
so
feel
much.
blessed. I got the head rub.
Oh, thank you so much. Okay.
Franklin Marshall III, the newest family member of Freak Show.
Yeah.
Welcome.
I'm not a freak, though. So.
Yes, you are.
Yes,
Yeah.
okay.
You're
okay.
a Freak Show
Okay.
family
It's
now,
okay.
whether you
It's
like
okay.
it or not.
That's true,
Yeah.
I am.
It's okay to be a freak.
I'm still in denial.
That's the first step.
That's the first step.
The first step. What is it? How does it go? Denial, rage. There's denial, something, rage, acceptance.
Yeah. That's
Is
what
it
happens after
morning?
I
Is there
masturbate.
morning? Or
Oh, there's
something?
mornings in there.
Yeah.
It's denial,
And then,
rage, mourning, acceptance.
and then where's anger?
That's rage.
Oh, that's rage.
Yeah.
Rage and anger. Well, rage sounds...
So it's next level.
I'm
anger.
Sicilian. It's the same thing.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's our anger is rage.
I'm Catholic, so I just forgive.
You don't forgive. You just go ask somebody else to forgive you.
Well,
that's
right.
the
Yeah,
difference.
that's
Okay.
That's also true.
That's all that's needed is to go ask somebody to forgive you for what you did. You don't have to ask forgiveness, and then you eat a cracker and drink some wine. And
No, it's perfect. Like they have this site now where you can get forgiven online.
really,
Oh,
So
yeah.
so
it's
uh,
it's what
it's like a Skype thing. So what I do is
a
right
Skype
after I jerk
confessional.
off, I'll go right to the site and I'll say, you know, please, I just jerked off. I need some forgiveness. They go,
They make you do like 4 Hail Marys and scrub a floor,
yeah,
and you're
the
good.
whole thing. It's actually.
Do they ask for like a semen sample?
No, well, you can send one to their establishment, and then they'll do Ancestry.com for you.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
The cross promotion.
Yeah,
It's a cross
sponsored by
promotion.
Ancestry.
Actually,
And Ancestry as well.
yeah. They actually run ads on the webcam site, so when you're done with the webcam site, it goes directly to the confessional site.
Yes. Well, you know, I was always thinking I'd be a good, like, webcam girl.
Yeah?
You know?
Yeah.
Like, hey, you know,
Just-
do you want me to take this suspender off?
So you'd be as a girl or you'd be as you?
No, I've been in.
Okay.
But, like,
So you'd be
that's what they
webcam
call
boy.
it. Yep, no, webcam girl.
You're a girl, but you're a boy.
Well, isn't that how it works nowadays?
Yeah, I guess. You
That
can
might-
be, you can be whatever you want to be.
That's right. I'm
Yeah.
a webcam
So
girl.
how much
Yeah.
would you charge per button?
Uh,
Because that's what the girls do. They're
What do
like,
you mean?
okay, well, because they're all hooked into some kind of a money changing
Okay.
app of sorts. You
Oh,
know,
like
there's
PayPal.
PayPal or something.
Yeah.
And there's,
Bitcoin.
they're like Bitcoin, you know,
Monopoly money.
fuck boy, whatever. And so they're like, okay, if you want me to take my shirt off, then who's going to pay me $100? And then take your shirt off, and then there's the bidding for the bra and stuff like that. What would you charge per like
You have,
button?
you have to get a lot of ties.
I'll charge them francs.
Yeah.
I have special money that is It's like Bitcoin, but it's like
Bit
Frank
francs.
coin. Yeah, Bit Frank.
Bit
Bit
francs.
Frank, yeah. I'll charge them Bit Franks.
Is that the only thing called Bit Frank?
Honestly,
is that the only thing with the name Bit Frank?
Not really. It's the little Bit Frank is what I'd be showing them. But I do it for free just because it'd be the first time I get any action, you know. So it's like you can't. I don't want to pay for it, you know.
Well, you would have
You'd be
to
getting paid for
You'd
it.
be getting
Oh,
paid
that's
for
right.
it.
I could do that, I guess. Yeah.
So what would you charge for, like, say, the first
Yeah.
thing they wanted to go was your tie? What would you
My
charge?
tie, oh, my tie's so special.
I mean, it's not like you have to send them the
So it's
tie
like $3 for the tie.
to take it off.
Yeah, to take it off.
Okay. And how much for a suspender strap each?
That's gonna cost you $5.
$5 each.
Yeah, that's gonna cost you $5 each. Yeah.
How about for a sock?
Oh, socks. Well, do I have to show the feet?
I think you gotta show the feet.
Well,
If people want to see the feet.
That's probably set. Anything below the waist is like 7 and up. Okay, and then everything above
That's
the
what
waist.
every man ever has told me. Below the waist is 7 and up, and it's usually not that true.
No, mine's,
Four and down.
Yeah.
mine's between 3 and 4. But it's like I do with my height on the driver's license. You know, really I'm like 5'5", but I always say 5'7".
Oh,
So
okay.
it's like my dick is really 3, but I say 5.
Well, you're entitled to exaggerate a little
Yeah.
bit, you know.
Yeah.
It's okay. I mean, because if you get pulled over, and you know,
Size is relative.
right? Mm-hmm.
Life is relative.
You know, it's
Let's
just,
not get deep.
you just have to be careful who you lie to, because sooner or later you're gonna have to prove it.
I've lied to so many people.
You haven't had to prove it yet, though.
That is very true. Well, actually, I did. I was stopped by a policeman in Oklahoma, and he wanted all my information and what we were doing, and you know, I gave him all my information, but really, we kind of. I guess it's not a lie when you keep.
It's a lie by omission. Is that what you're talking
yeah,
about?
lie by omission.
Well, that's still a gray area. It's not always
Is that
a lie by
illegal
omission.
to do that to a cop?
I think it's best to not open with your penis size when speaking to a cop.
Right.
I didn't open with that.
Yeah.
I forgot what I was.
I even like close with it, middle with it. Just
Yeah.
in general, when you bring up penis size, it's
But
frowned
the
upon.
cops in New Orleans, very nice. You can talk about penises, titties, vaginas, vagina penises, anything.
Yeah.
Really.
The Jesuses.
But Jesus is. That's a vagina with a Jesus symbol on the dick of the head of the dick.
Well, that's like they have the
Take me,
Jesus.
Jesus.
They have the Jesus assholes. Have you ever seen that?
No, they
But
didn't.
the dogs. Have you ever seen the pictures of the dogs'
Oh, I've seen
asses
that, yeah,
that
it looks like
resemble Jesus?
I've
Yeah.
seen that,
So I wonder if there was like a site that vaginas because of the
yeah. Yeah, like a vagina that looks like
like a
Jesus.
vagina Mary or something.
Maybe a vagina looks like Franklin out there.
It might
It's probably
be.
one. It's been
That'd
through a
be-
lot of abuse.
That'd be one pretty vagina.
Where did you?
Where'd you come from?
Yeah, where'd you come
Oh,
from?
So,
Where were you
oh,
born, raised?
Tell us the Franklin story.
Okay, well, actually, I was raised in Greens Farms, Connecticut, but I was born in Atlanta, Georgia. Both of my parents are from the South, which is why I kind of have Southern twang. Then they moved. My dad worked on Wall Street, so they moved to the suburbs of Connecticut. And my mother was a speech pathologist, and she constantly got on me about I have kind of a list, you know, but she never really helped me. She kept trying to, but it never really worked. But I had a
I
great
had a
mother.
speech therapist growing up.
Yeah, it's hard, like, to do all those exercises and stuff. You gotta really be on it.
Yeah, because I had a lisp, and actually, it's my speech therapist, and I didn't know this until I was well into adulthood.
Yeah.
But he used to do things by
Yeah.
well, but I didn't
Physical
know it
exercise.
until I was well into adulthood that he was deaf.
Oh, that's.
He did it all. He wasn't
Wow.
born deaf. He lost his
Wow.
hearing over time, and he was a speech therapist. So he knew he was losing his hearing. Yeah, so he.
That's like a heart surgeon going, I'm blind.
But he learned by
Yeah.
the touch of what you were
Yeah.
doing wrong.
Sounds like a Lifetime movie.
It does sound
I
like
know.
It does.
Like a Hallmark movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, doesn't it?
Maybe there's something there. Don't steal it.
Yeah, yeah. That no shit stolen.
It's all
Please don't.
copyrighted.
Yeah.
But yeah, and then lived on the same farm for up until high school.
You lived on a barn?
Yeah, on a farm.
A farm.
Yeah,
I think you said like on a barn.
No,
like,
actually,
your parents are like, he's not doing his work for his list. He's going up top.
It's sort of like that. My dad and I didn't get along. Well, my mother and I did, and I was living in the house, and long story short, my dad made me move to the barn. It wasn't. Sounds like it would be terrible, but I had like a little. It's kind of like a garage, but the horses were in there, but I was on the other side of the horses. So what I ended up doing.
The front side or the back side?
The back side, actually.
Oh.
But so it smelled like horse shit and dongs and whatnot. But
Horse dog.
but that's actually where I started stand-up comedy.
Yeah, the horses.
Yeah, well, I started doing it for the horses, and
Yeah.
they were always like, "Whoa!" And I was like, "I'm doing great. I'm born for this." And I never went to college, and
Wait, did you have a stall in the horse barn, or did you have like a room? Did you have a wall?
no, there's a little outhouse that we had, like, I don't know, maybe 10 feet from the barn. That was like an old outhouse that was there before we moved in. But that just goes to show you, my father was a very not nice man.
But you only had horses on the farm?
No, we had pigs and chickens. What else we had?
Did you do farm work and stuff?
Oh God, no. On my back, like, because I was born with deformity in my back, and so I could never really do the physical things, which is why my father really didn't like me. He thought I was useless, and he said that many times. And my mom, she was like somewhat compassionate, but like so involved in sucking my dad's dong.
Well, that's what I was going to say.
Yeah.
Moms are loyal to dads.
Yeah, and so
They can only do so much. They got to, get their piece.
That's what it was, and she actually made this tie for me, and it was like
When did she make the tie for you?
right when I graduated high school, when I was out to go do comedy, and they basically left me. Well, my mom really left me. My dad was against it, but they left me money to either go to school or to go, do whatever and leave the house. But they wanted me out, so I said I'm gonna go make a movie, and I used the money to make a movie. That's what I did.
What's the name of the movie?
Franklin's Comedy Book.
Franklin's Comedy Book. Is that anywhere that?
Yes, on my
viewers-
shelf. It's on my shelf. It's doing very well on the shelf. But a lot of people come in and go, "Oh, what's that?" And I say, "It's my movie." And they say, "Oh, okay." And then they move away. Yeah.
So people would have to come to your house and go on your shelf
Yes.
to view the movie.
Just to view the box. It's not even in the box anymore.
Oh. Where is it?
It's on digital.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But it's not on any digital platform besides your shelf, like and your computer.
Not right now. Still looking for what do you call it?
Distribution.
That's right. Yeah.
So tell us about the movie. What's the movie about?
Basically, I go cross country, pursuing stand-up comedy, and I performed anywhere I could get time. So that means I was at the White House. Not in the White House, I was outside with a megaphone, but I still performed at the White House.
But the White House in Washington D.C.
Yes.
or a White House like on
No,
the road.
Washington D.C.
Oh, okay.
This was
I
during.
don't know with you though.
Yeah,
I want to clarify.
But that was also, I did things like that. We did Statue of Liberty, Caroline's on Broadway, Letterman. We did Punchlines, Atlanta, Georgia, New Orleans, Wyoming, Las Vegas, World Series of Comedy, and that's kind of where the film progresses to, is this contest that I got in. And it's a journey between the filmmaker that made the film and our friendship that we developed over the course of driving cross country.
What
about a month
was the
and a half.
contest?
It's called the World Series of Comedy.
Oh yeah, the one in Las Vegas.
Yeah.
Oh,
This was in about 2012,
Mhm.
2013.
and so you were in that.
Yes, I went to one in Ohio and I won that, and then they got me on the final one in Las Vegas.
How did you do?
Great, I did fantastic. I won't spoil the movie for you because that's the end, but I will say my sets are always good, so it was a great set.
But who won?
I can't spoil that.
But it's 2002. You know people are going to Google it.
Well, they might Google it and
Okay.
find out, but I hope they don't.
But you're a man of your word then.
Then
Okay.
we'll just cut that. You can't cut it, it's live. So, but yes, and now I do up in my social media.
Mhm.
So I'm doing videos.
You're all over. You're
Yes.
not just upping your social media. You're just upping your presence. Like
Yes.
I've walked down many of sidewalks and stood on your face.
Yes, that has been been going on for many years. Really since 2011.
Mhm.
We've done that.
Do you know who I first thought it was the first time I saw it? And I'm
Who
going to
did
show you
say?
this.
Yes.
This is you ever see him?
Oh yes, I've seen
The
yeah.
poutine guy.
Yes, yeah. Oh,
From the
it looks
poutine
like
thing
that.
by Big Wag.
Yeah.
But then I was like, no, he doesn't have an afro. He doesn't have
yeah.
the different glasses and stuff.
Yeah, I've been mistaken for many people on that. Skrillex took a photo. Thought it was him. Posted it to his page.
That's funny.
You know, and
Skrillex did not know that it wasn't him.
Come on, Skrillex.
Elijah Wood did it too, and we've had a bunch of cool feedback from that.
Have any of those people, like Skrillex or Elijah Wood, want to meet you?
I haven't heard from them, but
but you've seen them on their gram.
Yeah.
You've been a basketball player though, right?
And, Andre Drummond from the Detroit Pistons, Snapchat. With he's a good friend of mine. We hang out all the time. We hung out once. Yeah, it's
yeah. You were on a yacht party, right?
Yes, I was on the SB's yacht party. Yeah.
It was just him and a bunch of ballers.
Yeah, Pitbull was there.
Oh, really?
Pitbull was there?
Yeah, Pitbull was there.
It looks like me.
Some other people. Yeah, the guy filming it knew all the guys. I only knew nobody. So, but I, had fun. I danced with a really hot chick with her boobies out. And
I think I saw
like a dance.
A little. Yeah.
Clip.
That was from the yacht. Oh, okay.
You can check the whole thing out on my Facebook page. I posted the videos, but. So I do a lot of, things like that. But right now I've just taken it. I haven't been very vocal on social media, so now I'm really trying to be consistent.
Yeah, it takes a lot of work,
I was more out in the streets, and nobody knew where.
Out in the mean streets. Yeah.
And they were like, "Who is that? Where can I go?" And there was no information. So there's still no information, but it's catching.
Yeah, it will. It'll catch on. I think it's just brilliant because I love guerrilla marketing. Like
so
that.
do I. Yeah.
I do. I remember I told this story to Cyrus, and I remember being in New York, and it's when the 10,000 Maniacs started.
Yes.
Before anybody knew who they were.
Right,
They were
yeah.
a small, tiny band from Jamestown, New York, and they put flyers up all over. 10,000 Maniacs is Darth Vader, and that's all it said, and then it gave a date and an address.
And that's it. Yeah.
And they did that, and they jammed this bar and did their first performance in New York that way.
It's
Because
incredible.
everybody's like, 10,000 Maniacs, Darth Vader, what is this? I gotta know. And that's what gets it.
That was our experience, and it's still going on. Where the face is still out there with no information, and constantly I go through Instagram finding people posting out, and then I tag, and then they go, "Oh, that's who it is." But then it's like, then they didn't know until I finally said, "Okay, I'm gonna make an Instagram," and then they saw it was a person. And originally the idea was to do that and then release the movie, so that would be the big reveal. But I never worked out that way. But
that movie will get out there.
hopefully sometime
Our pilot will get out there, and this movie will get out there. And we're gonna take you with us.
Well, this is a trio right here. That's all I gotta say. This is my family.
Yeah, the Freak Show family
I
now.
love them dearly, and I couldn't be more grateful.
Oh, we love you.
I love
Oh
you.
my gosh,
I
we
love
have so much fun.
Yes.
Yeah.
So much fun. The first time, the very first time that I saw you, I was just like, oh my god!
Thank you so much.
I saw you at an open mic. I
That's
remember.
right,
It was
yeah.
the Blue Elephant.
The Blue Elephant.
That's what, and
Yeah.
he told me,
I
he's like, we gotta get this
That
guy.
night I saw, I was like, we gotta get this guy. I thought you were like a character. I'm like, this guy's gonna become someone else at some point, and then you just left. I'm like, this is the real deal.
Yeah, people always come up to me and say, "Oh, you a character," and they try to feel my teeth and touch my back, and then once they feel the teeth and then touch my back, oh god, oh jeez, okay, I'm sorry.
People always ask me, who is Franklin Marshall? I'm like,
He's
does
Franklin
anybody
Marshall.
really know Franklin Marshall? He's Franklin Marshall.
Yeah, I actually take it, as it's kind of a funny compliment in some way of like, oh, it's so surreal that maybe they don't think, which it's like a
Well, because you
major-
do comedy.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, exactly.
And people are expecting jokey jokes and stuff like that now.
Yeah, and
I was like, you're the only person.
Hi,
who-
Madeline Chapman.
Oh.
Say hi to
Hey,
Madeline.
Hello, Madeline.
You're the only person who I don't mind bringing a notebook on stage. I will say that.
Well, that is.
Yes, you are the only one. I
I know that. Well, and I can say a little bit about that. That is a distinct, purposeful decision I made to to make fun of comedy a little bit, but it ended up being the best way for me to do my jokes.
Mm-hmm.
And the book in itself is part of me now, and I've had many comedians over the years say, "Oh, what are you doing with the book on?"
You gotta do the book.
And I always say, well, that the reason, what you just said is the reason why I take the book on
Yeah.
stage.
Well, you gotta keep the book on.
Thank you.
You're the only person I say keep the book.
Thank
He's
you.
the only one.
Thank you.
And how many books have you gone through?
That's actually just the one, but it's full.
Yeah,
I've
I'm
been,
sure it's full.
Hour and a half, really, but I did an hour, but on
Now,
stage. But
you did an hour in New York.
in New York, yes.
And what was the club? Granite? No.
Producers Club, I think it's called.
I remember when you were in New York.
Yeah,
I
and
was telling some friends you got to go see
Yeah,
this guy.
it was great. I got a good ride up. And the special isn't out yet. It's still, it's like a movie. It's on my shelf.
Yeah.
Now Madeline says she saw your face. She said I saw this guy's face graffitied on the sidewalk the other day in L.A. Where in L.A., Madeline? Where do you remember where you were?
You should take a photo and tag it.
Yeah, because we were just talking about that. How his face is everywhere.
Did you step on my face? It's very rude.
Well, she's kind of married, so I don't think she'd
Oh.
sit on it. So
Well,
we can't
maybe-
ask her that.
Maybe both of you could.
Because her fan.
Yeah.
Well, you know, I think you've met her.
Yeah.
Oh.
And you've met her, yeah,
I
her
met Dangerous
husband,
D.
Dangerous D.
I met them.
Staple gun.
This
money. Yeah, with the yardstick.
I remember.
You don't remember Franklin D? He remembers you with the yardstick.
I remember.
Yeah, he's been on Freak Show, and yeah.
Take us through a day in the life of Franklin.
Yeah, we want to know what do you do?
What
Like,
do you do?
do you get up in the morning? Do you get up in the afternoon? I mean,
So I decided I wasn't working for a while. I work from home.
what do you do?
I'm a UX designer.
A UX.
So basically, UX is like I make the wireframes for apps and websites,
Okay.
but it's just the wireframe.
Now, where did you learn like that stuff? Because you
Online.
grew up in a barn.
Yeah, I know. Online.
But in the barn had Wi-Fi.
No. This was when I moved in Athens.
Oh, okay.
Because Josh, the guy I made the movie with,
Uh-huh.
he got me a computer, set me up in a studio, and it was real nice. It took many years to get me out here, but once I did, he's like, Franklin, you got to get a job. I tried a bunch of things. That we tried to film, dog walking, and
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. But nothing really took my fancy. I wanted to work at home so I could do my comedy.
Uh-huh. So it's
so I do
what
that.
do you mean by frames?
So like, you know how on your thing you have a picture here
Uh-huh.
and then a text here.
Mm-hmm.
So what I would do is I would draw out a box,
Mhm.
and that's where the text would go.
Mm-hmm.
Then I draw a box, say, and then an X, and that's where the picture goes. And then I would give that to the designer and say, design. And then they go and design the.
So you
the
just
box.
actually like
Yeah.
draw
Oh, I
that
don't
box and draw the axe
That's
and you hand it over
Oh,
to
the best job ever.
That's what I'm saying.
My
I
God!
get all my work on Craigslist.
I bet you
Yeah,
do.
I did a lot of Christmas work.
They pay you like $2,000 for.
Okay, you gotta. I'm gonna go get a notebook,
Okay.
and you're gonna show everybody
Okay,
what it is
I'll
because
show
it's,
you.
I think it's something lost in translation.
No, I'll show you.
Were you were you a student like back at school and stuff?
In high school, but not in college.
Okay, but you didn't go to that.
Yeah, that's what. Yeah. I was a mediocre. I didn't really. I wasn't a good student.
Okay, I'm back.
Oh,
Here.
you're back.
I didn't. But I don't want people to think I'm stupid.
Yeah, you're a smart guy.
I
You
read
taught yourself UXing.
I did. I read a lot.
Here.
People didn't like me in school. It was a different story.
Franklin's gonna show everybody what he's talking about, what he does for a living.
So
Okay.
I'm gonna prototype an app called Frank Dirt. It's an app where it's like Tinder, but I'm your only option. Okay. So here we go.
He's doing what he does for a living, and he gets his work off of.
So this is the iPhone. Okay. And then what? Maybe I should do it like this.
That's
okay?
the iPhone.
So Frank Dirt, here's the iPhone, okay? And then what you have here will be your swiping box where an image will go. And that's the image, probably of a really nice looking woman with big old titties.
No, I don't want you to explain what goes in. I want you to show them
Well,
what
yeah.
you actually.
Just do it. You just want me to do
I
it.
want, yeah. No, so try another one.
Okay.
Because I want you to just do what you do every day for work.
Okay, well it depends on the project.
Okay.
So let's say website.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna design a website.
And you do it on paper.
Do it on paper. Okay.
So he's designing. This is what he does. This is actually what he does for a living.
And then you got your drop down bar here. It's called a hamburger bar. See, when you press that, all the things come down, and then you have your contact information over here, and probably like a sign-in button over here, and then probably some text over here, and that's your website.
That's what he does. He draws that on paper and gives it to the designer to code and format and all that. So he spends his day.
And then he puts dicks in there for fun. That's why they bring him back, for the dick pictures. They bring him back for the dick pictures.
I'm a great dick pic.
That's
what I did in school. I drew dicks.
Oh my God. You are the best, Franklin. You are the best.
Alright, so how many hours a day do you think you work?
A couple hours.
Okay, so you wake up, you do a couple hours of work. What's next? Would you exercise? What's your daily regimen?
I've tried yoga. You can actually watch it on YouTube. Me trying yoga. So I do some of those exercises that Gabby showed me.
Okay.
This virtual yoga teacher I had.
It's like the virtual confessional.
Yeah.
So
I do everything virtual.
Yeah.
Okay, so he does
Everything gets delivered to me. My food, my laundry, my sex. No, I'm just kidding. I don't have sex. I just jerk off. And I'll do all that, and then after I'm done yogaing, okay, that's it early in the morning. I wake up, I do that. I yoga, I cleanse, take a shower, get out of the shower, put on my clothes. Yes, I wear this every day.
Because his mom made the tie for him like a long time ago.
It's comfortable. It's like Superman's got a Superman suit. He wears that every day. Why can't I wear this every day? Anyway, so
John Pappas, say hi to John, my friend John Pappas.
hello, John.
This is Franklin.
How you doing, John? Are you wearing pants?
Yeah, I don't know what John. He might
I'm
be.
not. No, just kidding. I'm wearing. So and then I write comedy basically for a good 5 hours. Just sketch out things. Go over my hour, see what works and doesn't work anymore. And then I go online and I do my social medias.
Mm-hmm.
See tweet and Instagram. And I look at other people's stuff and friend them and spam them. And
Do you steal from them?
I never steal.
Good.
I never steal. People have stolen from me. That's
Yes.
for sure.
It's not a nice feeling, is
No,
it?
it's. I've come to terms with it. I say, you know what? If it's there, I'll just create something better.
Well, I've had it happen a lot with, jokes and then acts and things. And people, my friends are always like, well, you're on the vein of creativity, that's why they're doing it.
Yeah.
And you have to come to terms with it, but it's not a good feeling, though, when it happens.
It's not, and I just
It's
say,
like, "Argh."
the way I get through it is like, you were creative and brilliant enough to do that, and they stole it. You're creative and brilliant enough to make even more of those.
For them to steal more.
And you know what? That's the reality. They'll probably steal more, but at some point, you'll break through it, and then you'll get to sue them.
Mm-hmm. Well, my whole line of thinking is, those people who steal, they don't have the creativeness to be long lasting.
Absolutely. No, yes,
So,
yeah.
and every time, every time you, on your way up, you're always seeing people who are on their way down.
That's
So
absolutely.
when I get to the top, there's going to be those people who stole from me on the way down, and they're going to be, yelling for me to help them, but I can't hear because counting money is really loud.
No, yes.
I won't be able to hear their cries.
It's like being on the escalator, seeing people go down, go up, and
Yeah.
I thought that was a good analogy.
That was a good analogy.
Thank you. That's good.
So who's your comedic influences?
Oh, that's very good. I have a couple, okay? First of all, Larry David is a god. He's a god amongst men, and I believe that truly and wholly. George Carlin was one of my favorites. But Mitch Hedberg was a good
I like
influence for me for the structure of how I do my jokes.
Yeah.
And
Stephen Wright.
Yeah, he's great. He actually,
I really like Stephen Wright, actually.
yeah,
Me too.
he went to a school that Letterman went to.
Okay. The art school?
Yeah, like a film art school or something. But Stephen Wright, Mitch Hedberg, I'll throw in Seinfeld too, but not really. And Larry David and George I like George Carlin because of his truthfulness and perspective on life, and you know the right in your face, like you're a fucking cocksucker kind of thing.
Yeah.
You know, like, oh, these cocksuckers sucking the cock and doing the cock things. You know, not that it's bad to suck cock. You know, it's not. But I liked his. He wasn't afraid to go at people.
Yeah.
You know, and
That's not really the Franklin way, though.
no, it's not. That was a good point you make up. What I like to do is
Cyrus makes up a lot of points.
Oh, yeah. I'm the king of making
no,
points.
but he picks up. Yeah, actually, when you saw the film,
I got it.
yeah, he picks up on a lot of things that George Carlin I do because it's so on the other spectrum of what I do that it helps me contrast to what I do,
Mhm.
which is like Stephen Wright's more on the end of what I do, Mitch Hedberg and stuff like that, and then there's one person who people have, you know, often compared me with, but it was, yes, a big influence because of his timing and his connection with audiences outside the stage was
Mhm.
Andy Kaufman.
Oh,
And he was a big influence on the way he constructed shows and promoted them and the way he was outside.
yeah, he was great. I thought he was great up until towards the end. He just kind of got lost in
Yes.
the. I mean, you have to have some. You're doing characters, which I love characters. I have some characters I do. Adore doing characters. It's easy to get lost in the character,
Yeah.
and then you lose reality when you do that. I got
Yeah.
this character Wednesday night. I do. She takes over. I mean, I've done her on stage, and a lot has.
Yeah.
I've done. Like, I drank a whole bottle of lube one time, like a big bottle, and I just gulped it down because I couldn't
How was
control
that
it.
shit later?
It was like, it
Just
doesn't
fly
really
out?
doesn't really affect your shit, but I'm telling you, you're like cotton mouthed and like,
Really?
wow,
Oh,
you have
that's
this
It's
horrible
not just
like,
like diarrhea.
it's kind of just like a rumble in your stomach, and
Was it flavored meat?
yeah, it was strawberry kiwi.
Okay.
But she takes over though, and you kind of lose reality. It took me a
Well,
long
yeah.
time to be able to like stop the character. Like even when
Yeah.
I'm done performing her, I would come home and I'd still be in that mindset. And I
Yeah.
think that's what happened to Andy Kaufman though.
I think
He
so,
couldn't
too.
get back in. It's kind of like what they said about Heath Ledger. You know,
It's
with
like
the Joker.
that method kind of thing.
The
yeah.
method acting.
Yeah.
You know,
I
he
think
couldn't
that
get
can
out of the
really-
Joker. The Joker took him over, and that's why he couldn't deal with it, and that's why he killed
that can mess
himself.
you up. Like my only example of that is, you know, so the only thing that like I take off, you know, really is my glasses. My glasses aren't real. There's a whole story behind it. And with it goes back to my childhood. These are actually goggles that my mother used to wear when she was doing work. But
What did she do?
sewing and stuff.
Oh,
and then
I thought maybe welding.
no, not welding, but she used to do little wood carvings and
Mhm.
stuff like that. But anyway, so it's a little piece. I had a very strong feeling for my mother, but
Can I stop you for just one
Yes.
second? We're getting dark.
Yeah, yeah, that's
I'm
good.
sorry. We
Oh, okay.
got to turn on our overhead light
I
here.
like it.
You got to do the chain there, so that'll help
Oh,
brighten
that's
it up
good.
a little bit.
Yes, but so when I get on stage, you know how I am off stage is different how I am off stage.
Mhm.
You know, and so sometimes I get lost on stage, you know, and forget, you know, who Franklin is, you know, who I am inside, you know, off stage, and then, you know, I'll go and mingle with people, and I'm kind of out of it, you know, after the stage.
I like how at Freak Show outside, because we're gonna have Franklin do a lot more. You know, he comes and does the state of the show address. So he kind of reports on things that happened to the show, things the audience did, things he saw in the acts, you know, stuff like that. But one of the things that you did, and I saw in the video, is you were just making people touch you.
Oh yes, well I like physical contact.
Don't we all?
Yes, and I don't get it very often. So when I see a group of people, it's an opportunity to get some physical contact.
But you had a couple people that were just like,
Oh yeah,
They were
I mean
scared.
that happens. You know, it's like sometimes when I ask a girl on a date, you know, she's like, Well, that's most of girls, but I think.
Do you explain to them when a girl asks you, when you ask a girl out on a date and she gives you that reaction? Do you explain to them that you're not going to kill them?
No.
Okay, that's what it
You
is.
gotta leave that spicy.
You gotta lead with that. Like, I'm not a murderer.
I didn't know, because what I do is I say hello, and they're like, oh, I was like, well, I can drive you, to my place. I'll give you a ride.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's a nice thing to do.
Yeah,
right.
nice thing to do.
Like that's cordial.
That's right.
Yeah.
You
Cordial.
can just leave your car in the alley over. You just like we can
Yeah.
leave your car in the alley over there, but
Well,
let's take your plates
I
off
think
first.
I'm gonna get a Vespa.
Yeah.
That's what I think.
But she has
Just
to be next
hop
to you.
them on.
Hi,
Yeah.
Alexa.
But,
Say hi to Alexa.
Hello-
She joined
hello,
us.
Alexa.
If anybody has any questions for Franklin,
Yeah, shoot them our way.
yeah, shoot them our way because we'd
ask
love
me
to-
anything.
Yeah, it's an AMA for Franklin here.
So were you an only child, or did you have?
Yes. Yes. I was
Okay.
an only child.
All right. Are your parents still alive?
Yes.
Are you still not talking to them, or?
We haven't spoken in 10 years.
Damn, that's hard.
Yeah.
So how do you know they're alive?
I guess I don't. But
See?
I'm assuming because
We'll hope for the best. Maybe they're not.
well, because the money that they did give me was in increments. So
So you're doing
if the
others.
money stops, I'm probably
Yeah.
dead.
So the money's been coming.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
But and I don't like talking about money, but often people ask me,
Since it's money.
Yeah, so I like to be honest, and I don't like to be judged, about my lifestyle, and I don't judge others by theirs. So,
It's a good motto to live by.
yes.
So when you're on your trip, what's the worst place you did comedy? What was the best place you did comedy?
Yeah, I want some dirt. I want some real
Yeah.
dirt. I want some inside scoops on some of the people you met, some of the things that bad things that might have happened to you, some of the really exciting things.
Oh gosh. Okay.
That might have been this. I know you've never had sex, but as close to as
Okay.
sex as you can imagine.
I was very close in New Orleans. Okay, Josh got me, and then this other guy came with us, and he was like a real New Orleans guy. I was like, you gotta get sex with, girl. He didn't talk like that, but I
It's
did.
close. I can imagine.
Come here, I'll take you to this, the hookers. And I got this big, can I say black?
Yeah, you can say black.
Big black chick.
Yeah.
And she bent down, and I swear, I've never seen a butt
Yeah.
like
Jiggle.
ripple.
Yeah.
It was rippling like water, and it was right on my crotch, and
He could say cock earlier, but he can't say it about
I think he's
himself.
just so excited.
Oh.
yeah, I just and it moved, and she felt it move, and she said, "Oh, Big Franklin." That's what she said.
Ooh.
Yeah, that was the closest I got.
Well, Alexa says that she would touch you. She says, I don't know what it is you do, but she likes your style.
Well, thank you. I do many things. I was introduced on this trip to Karma's sutras, and with the crystals and the different positions, like this, or like woman's here, and the man's like here, like regular, and then like the woman is like here, and she's on top with her legs spread, and then like this, and then like this,
I think the best thing about the Kama Sutra to me was, it was really exciting.
Yeah.
Learning all those different positions
Right.
and going, oh, I want to try them all, and oh, this makes sense, or how do you do that?
There's about 5 at work.
It's
5 practice.
like-
Well, you'd be surprised. There's more than 5, but it takes a little bit of effort. But the thing to me that I couldn't stop laughing when I was reading it because the word lingus.
Lingus, yeah.
It was lingus. That's what they
Lingus.
refer to as a man's penis, and it was
Lingus.
just I just was hearing it in that Indian accent.
Let me unveil my
you,
lingus.
Oh,
you
your
put
lingus.
the man puts his
Lingus.
lingus over the woman's shoulder and then throw the mouth around into the lingus goes into. And I'm like, every time I was reading lingus, I was just like, feel like Beavis and Butthead.
Yeah,
you know?
that's how I was when I heard it. I was like, what is a lingus? Is that something in your eye? Like,
Yeah.
Is it a cord? Anyway, but
And it's funny how the word cunnilingus has nothing to do with
Oh, is
what
that
they
related?
call the lingus.
no.
Oh.
Lingus is the guy's penis.
What do they call the testicles?
Oh, I can't remember.
Satchels.
Satchels. The lingus and the satchels.
So speaking of Kama Sutra, actually, that movie, there's a scene there. It's when you meet. So you met this woman, and she took you back to her place. What was that about?
Okay, I'll tell you the story. So, I did a set at Punchlines Comedy Club in Atlanta, Georgia, and this woman came up to me, and she was like one of these like mystical, like
Or readers.
yeah, like I have to, do that, and Josh and I were like, no, like, what is she touching me for? And like, I can't remember most. I haven't seen the movie. I know it was a long time ago, but I remember she was with another man, and she said, why don't you come back to our place after, and hang out. And Josh and I, the whole point of this, trip was to meet people and explore. And we were a little nervous because we were like, shit, are we gonna get killed? Like, what's gonna, happen? So we went into their house, and we sat down, and she just went into the whole, you're a Pisces, these crystals do this. She opened the Kama Sutra book, and then the...
Why is it because John just brought up a point, there's no reference to crystals in the Kama Sutra book.
Well, it wasn't related.
Okay, but
she's like a
she was
holistic.
just, yeah, she
so she was like doing the crystals and then she just happened to be like, let's
astrophysics or whatever.
Let's do sex. Here's the comic.
Yeah.
Okay, I get it.
Well, and she was it felt like she was flirting me because I'm so good looking, And one of the guy who was there. Suddenly, I'm sitting on the couch, okay, and I see Josh is in front of me, and Josh kind of made her look, and then I hear this guy comes out in a cigar and a robe. So hey, what's going on? What's going on here? And Josh and I literally were about to have an orgy. Like, this is what's going to happen.
So it's you, Josh, some big guy in a robe, and a crystal hippie new age.
I think it's not a orgy.
Kama Sutra
train. That's a train.
Yeah. I was frightened to death. I was uncomfortable.
Were you worried that you were going to be the one they ran the train on
Absolutely.
and not the girl?
Yes, I thought everything was coming off and it was not coming back. But, they actually ended up being very, very nice, and I got to shoot my first gun.
Is that slag, Franklin slag?
No,
for
no,
ejaculation?
That's anyway. But Jeff, the guy, took me out with a shotgun in the morning, and I shot it.
Wait a minute, you just you just skipped a whole bunch of
Wait,
things.
did you spend the night at their place?
I did, yeah.
So what happened in between after the guy comes out with the robe and the cigar, and you think it's good? You can't leave out.
We just sat down and talked about the sexual stuff and what crystals mean and what my sign is and what else.
Did the guy in the robe rub one out or?
Well, he did a couple of these open, and you could see like he was wearing a tighty whitey that just his bulge was like, so the hair, like the hair was coming out through the sides of the.
So he was
seams.
doing this little, trying to be subtle and
kind of like
dick thing.
Well, I could tell they were like, are they interested?
Right.
But without saying, and no, we weren't. But
you still hung around.
Oh,
See,
yes.
that's kind of good and bad because you were a little bit of a tease to them. They wanted it, but then you wanted what you wanted from them.
Well, we wanted a place to stay.
Right.
And I think at the end of the day, they could tell that we've been through a lot.
Mm-hmm.
They asked about our journey, basically, where we're going next, where we went. We went to Washington D.C., North Carolina, South Carolina, New Orleans, and Texas, and all over. So they really wanted to see what we were doing, why we were there, and what kind of person I was, and that kind of stuff. And they kind of gave us good wishes to move forward. And
I'm sure they did give you good wishes to move forward. They were like, "Get the fuck out! We need to fuck." Okay. Yeah, they were just being very polite.
They did talk about their own sexual.
Well, of course, they wanted to. Yeah,
I think so.
Were
I didn't
they
say
swingers?
that,
they're swingers, but
it looks like it.
Yeah, but
the guy's in a robe, opening up.
With
She's got the Kama Sutra, and you and Josh just keep pushing them off, and so then
it was uncomfortable, but very.
But you needed a place to stay for the night.
Yeah, it was
so
great material.
You teased a couple of old hippie
They
swingers.
really brought it to themselves, honestly.
Yeah, they did. Vegas was probably the most crazy of them all.
Mm-hmm.
I just met a lot of crazy people. I met this one.
Well, I lived in Vegas. It's crazy.
It's crazy, and in Oklahoma, for example, we went across these little towns, little houses. Nobody bumped up Oklahoma, knocked on doors, introduced myself, asked to come in, sit down, and just be friends.
Yeah.
They didn't like that, so the cops came a numerous amount of times to stop us. But so that was weird.
And where?
In Oklahoma.
Oh, okay. Just on benches and stuff?
No, just at their homes. So we knock on their homes.
Oh, just ask them.
Yeah, like, hey, I'm Franklin Marshall III. Give them a sticker. Can I come in and talk to you?
Oh,
About
okay.
what? I don't know. I just want to be your friend.
Right.
You know, that kind of thing.
Oh, okay.
What are you running for? I'm running for life, is what I said. So, we did that, and then,
I'm not running for anything. What are you running for?
yeah. Well, yeah, that's what I asked. And, we did a lot of stuff, and it basically, when we got to Vegas, we met this guy on one of the strips doing the.
There's only one step.
Yeah. Oh, okay. On the strip, and
Yeah.
Hooker cards.
Yeah.
The hooker
Yeah.
card guy.
And I remember he was taking us. I forget what he said. He was taking us somewhere, and he took us into a hotel
Yeah.
room.
The Circus was that the one?
Yeah, there was going to be a girl or something.
Flamingo or
yeah.
something, yeah.
And it ended up being I feel like I'm spoiling the movie, but there ended up being something that wasn't a real woman, and this guy ended up doing something very crazy, and we never saw him again.
Look at those plot twists. Call your local cable provider, demand the Franklin Marshall movie.
What I'm saying is, if you want to know the story,
Yeah.
and you want to see this film, you have to put it out there and say,
Yeah.
Franklin, we want to see Franklin's comedy
Yeah.
book. We heard there's a movie.
That's the movie,
Right.
Franklin's Comedy.
Write emails to Netflix,
Yes.
Amazon. Do one for Franklin and do one for Freak Show too.
Yeah.
Yes, and you will see the pilot and the movie if you demand it.
Yeah.
If you demand it,
Power to the people.
It's already done.
we will come.
Yeah, it's already done. If you want to know the secrets about the face and about my journey and who I am and why I'm here and all that, I made a movie all about it.
We'll
So
show
what is okay, I have to ask this.
Yeah.
What is the deal? Since you're a virgin,
Yes.
okay, so you don't know what it's like to have sex. And there's nothing wrong with you being
Well,
a virgin. Well, wait, no, follow me through on
Okay,
this a
okay,
second.
okay.
You know what it's like to come, I'm
Yes.
sure. But you don't know what, like, an actual, sex act is like. But what is the thing that you do besides masturbation that makes you as happy as you would think the
Well,
sex act would be?
I put a condom on when I took off.
What do you do? Like, does lifting weights make you that happy?
I
What
know.
is the what
what
bliss
Uh,
of
well,
Franklin,
I
where you
understand.
get almost orgasmic without having anything to do
Without
with
having
sex?
sex, what gives me the same pleasure?
But it's hard. It's hard to ask you that because you don't
I
know the
know.
pleasure of sex.
Well,
So what gives you the most pleasure in life that you think is very close to orgasmic?
other than comedy. There's something other than comedy.
That's a good question. I think it's a toss-up between science fiction films and like TV shows. But
What's your favorite science fiction film?
The Matrix.
The
Oh, that's a good
Matrix.
one.
Yeah.
Do you like any old? Is there a favorite decade
the
though?
day the Earth stood still.
Oh yeah, I like that.
I like that one. I do like a lot of old ones, and Close Encounters of the Third Kind, and
Logan's Run.
Logan's Run.
That's one of my
A lot of
favorites.
Stanley Kubrick.
Oh, Stanley
stuff.
Kubrick. Yeah.
Space Odyssey.
Yeah, I'm kind of like a film buff in a sense,
Mhm.
but I also like to read philosophy.
Okay.
That's kind of
Who's
one
your
of
favorite philosopher?
Plato.
Okay.
And,
Why?
Because actually, the Matrix, for example,
Mhm.
was based on Plato's dialogue of the cave.
Yeah.
When these dialogues were things that Plato wrote down from Socrates in conversations, and I like because most of the stuff resonates with me in the way that I perceive life and or don't perceive the reality of things and what's real and what's not real, and my whole life and my whole comedy and my whole
Because there's
artistic vision
what's
is
real to me is not real to you.
exactly, and I think it's like that for everybody.
And am I real because when you're not away from me, I'm not there?
Yeah, how do I?
Or
yeah,
are you the unreal one because when you leave?
that's
You know
right.
what I mean? It's
And-
like just so much.
and
I'm,
that's-
I'm the unreal one.
See,
I'm just
I would have yes, that's
I'm the
probably
unreal
true.
one. This is all an illusion.
Yeah. Well, see, but that's the thing, and I think that's what's beautiful about philosophy. What gives me immense pleasure is sitting down, reading, closing my eyes, and thinking about it. I just really like doing that.
See? Not only has he got good looks, ladies, he's got a brain.
He's learned.
He is, yeah. He's all educated and shit, even though he grew up in a barn.
That's right. That's right.
So
have you ever walked out, like, or walked into a place and left the door open and somebody says to you, close that door, where were you brought up in a barn? And you have to look at them and say yes.
Yes, I was, actually.
Has that ever happened to you?
Yes, but Josh does it to me on purpose.
I can see that.
It's just because he's a dick.
Yeah.
He's just a real mean guy. He's always picking on me.
So you,
Yes.
sorry.
No, no.
Us.
By all means.
Thank you, please. I like it when people rub my head.
I
Feels
love
good.
it, doesn't it? It's
It
like
feels
rub,
good.
It's the closest thing I'll rub to a penis.
It's when you rub your own penis. You have a very furry penis.
I'm
If
telling
your
you,
penis
like,
had
if the penis has got, like, stubble on it,
Yeah,
and there's
that's
something
something
wrong with
about
it.
penis.
I've got a very, very hairy penis.
All the way up the
Oh
shaft.
yeah. Oh, you know what it's like? It's like Casey Affleck's beard. That's what it looks like. It looks like that.
You should dye it white at Christmas time. Say you're Santa Claus.
Yeah. Well, maybe I'll do that.
That might get you arrested.
Well, there's a lot of things.
Come and tell Santa what you want, little girl.
That's something I'm mean to do is sit on Santa's lap. I've never done that.
Oh, yeah, I
As a
used to
kid, I
say,
never
yeah.
got to do that.
Really?
So
So
that-
this year.
That's what I want to do. This. Will you come?
Yeah, let's go. Let's go. We'll
Will you
film
come
it.
with me?
Yeah. that'll be
Okay.
fun.
Oh,
Yeah.
that would be fun.
Yeah.
All right.
Good. Also, I'll, you know, we'll
We'll pretend to be your parents.
We'll,
Yeah.
yeah, we'll dress in our freak
I like
show
that.
gear, and then we'll bring you.
Maybe
and-
I'll wear a yarmulke pretend to be
That's
Jewish.
right.
Yeah.
Good.
And then just take it off behind my kid.
Well, you have a friend who's. Jewish.
Yeah, I have some Jew friends.
Yeah.
They get lend some stuff to me.
I want a Kwanzaa run. Mix things up.
Do people celebrate that?
I mean, it's out there.
Is that a
It's
racist
more-
thing to ask?
No, I think some people do, but it's more of a festival. It's more like a food festival.
Can I ask you a question?
Sure.
Is it racist to want to be another race?
I don't
I
know.
don't think so.
Like, for example, I think I'd be a good black guy.
Oh yeah, why's that?
Well, I think I'd be good at basketball.
Okay.
I think that's racist.
That's
That's
racist. That was racist.
That's
That was
racist.
mighty racist.
I don't think I would. I don't think it's wanting to be. It's why you want to be that's
I'm not-
racist.
I'm gonna stop right now.
Yeah. It's not the question of wanting to be. It's the reason you want to be
Look.
makes the act of wanting to be racist.
Yeah, no,
So
everything.
there's one
matters.
for Plato right there.
Yeah, I stay away from racist jokes, but you want to hear a racist joke?
Yeah, let's do it.
Oh my
Yeah,
gosh.
let's hear it.
Donald Trump.
Oh, that was a thinker. Good misdirect there.
That is.
Yeah,
That's a
I
good
want
one.
him back. I want him back.
Yeah.
I got the crowd back on my side.
You sure did.
Back with me, baby.
You sure did. What are Franklin's goals? What like?
I want to be the world's most famous comedian.
Okay, who, right now, would you call the world's most famous comedian?
That's a good question.
Because you can't be the world's most famous comedian unless you know who you want to usurp.
Probably Bill Cosby, but not for comedy.
Because you got that. Okay, that was I was good. Good leader because I was going to get to that after he answered the question. Because you also have to be careful for what you wish.
I know that's fair.
Why?
I think I'd like to be as big as Dave Chappelle.
Okay.
Because I think he's got like the most. I feel like people think he's the most mysterious, but like anytime he does something, everybody wants.
But
to
even
see
Dave
it.
Chappelle says Kevin Hart's more famous with more money.
But I don't want. I like Kevin Hart. I would like to be that famous, but I just don't want to be like Kevin Hart.
I don't think Kevin Hart likes being like Kevin
I
Hart
think
because
you're
I don't
right.
even think
Yeah.
Kevin
Here's
Hart.
the thing, though.
I think Kevin Hart is really Kevin Hart.
He is. Yeah.
Kevin Hart's black, though, so you would be able to, if you were Kevin Hart, you could be like him, you could be.
Well, this brings me back to
can't
my
play
point.
basketball.
I want to be black.
I don't think he can play basketball.
I think you can play
No,
basketball.
yeah, he can. I saw it.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
He's
got
athletic.
he's
Yeah.
got an Instagram. He was always pumping iron.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think like Dave Chappelle or honestly, look, Ricky Gervais. He's not like the most famous, but
Yeah, he's not by close.
There were things I liked about Ricky, and then all of a sudden, like, he just
I'll tell
went
you.
off the little deep end for me, and I was just like, your humor's always was a bit caustic, and I enjoy caustic humor.
yeah, you're
but
right.
then it just got to a point where now you're just being mean,
I
and
guess
there's
as
no
a-
really humor to it.
maybe
so.
not as a stand-up, but as a show creator.
Yeah, he's done some good
However,
shows.
I will say this.
I didn't like Derek.
I didn't watch it, but
I like the extras.
Extras was amazing.
Yeah, that was really good.
He's good at those kinds of things, but I think that what I'll say is that my biggest goal is to perform at Madison Square Garden in New York City.
Yeah, that's a solid one.
That is the. If I did that, then I could die happy. Like if somebody assassinated me right after that. I'd be totally
Anybody
cool
can
with that.
anybody can perform there, but you want to perform on stage to a sellout
Yeah,
crowd.
like Coldplay.
Okay.
You know,
Wow.
yeah, you know, like Chris Martin and Gwyneth Paltrow. They still together?
No.
Oh,
No, they had some
She said it.
conscious
Oh.
uncoupling or something.
oh, that's weird.
Yeah, who cares? I don't know.
I can see a Franklin show. You ever think about writing a show? Like a
Oh, I've written a show.
oh yeah?
I've written a show.
And he did, that's what we were talking about earlier, performed in New York.
Yes.
Well, I meant like a show,
Like
a
a
TV
sitcom.
show.
Yeah.
A sitcom.
Oh, yeah.
Or like a man on the street thing, or like a
I've actually written. Keep going because I've probably written all these.
sketch, like a sketch comedy show.
I haven't done sketch, but I've written a animation about me. I've written a sort of like a Curb Your Enthusiasm for Franklin type sitcom, and I've written a one-man show for Broadway for Franklin. I've also written a book and about my life, my autobiography, but I haven't done a sketch show. I would love to do that. I would love to, be other, like these guys, they do characters and stuff.
Yeah.
I would like to do that.
What kind of characters would you do?
I think,
Give us a little taste of a character.
I'd love to see a Franklin character.
Yeah.
I think like, I was thinking like, I'd be like a big guy, like a big, like muscular guy, like at the gym.
You know what that reminds
You know?
me of? That War for the Planet of the Apes comes out this
Yeah.
Friday,
Oh,
and I gotta
yeah.
go see it.
That'd be
That's
good.
what that reminds
I
me
think I'd be a
of.
good ape, like, my name,
My name's Caesar.
I throw poop, poop, or like, nice to meet you would be my greeting, something
You
like
gotta get ape posture.
that.
Lean into it, you know what I mean?
So there you go. The first character by Franklin Marshall.
Ape.
The third is
The ape man,
the ape man, the poop shooter.
the poop shooter.
What type of music does Franklin listen to?
Oh, you want to know the truth?
Yeah.
Yeah. We always want to know the truth.
Oh, okay. I listen to Eminem.
Yeah.
You do?
I love Eminem.
All of this work?
Do you know any of the words?
I know. Oh my God.
Can you
I'm
rap?
not- Oh yes, I can.
Okay, Franklin, I need
have
you to
my own
stand
rap
up.
song.
I
Okay.
need you to stand up. Because, I don't think I'd just stand up right here.
Okay.
Can you do a little rap for us?
Yeah, I'm trying to think of it. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. My name. Oh wait, I gotta play it. Because I don't remember it.
Oh, I don't know if we can have
No, I just
recorded
gotta-
music.
I just gotta see. It's my own music.
Oh, okay. I was hoping you'd just start rapping Eminem.
Oh no, it's my own. Franklin, Marshall III. Grew up in Greens Palms, Connecticut, and mom and daddy didn't give a shit. They're in the rap song. Oh no, Franklin, you're on. Good, I'm here to say, I got lines, but I don't get paid. I'm a Canadian by trade. I'm working very hard on getting laid. Okay, I don't remember all the words, but
No, you gotta get into it. You can't just play this. You gotta work for your living here.
Good.
triple I.
Yeah.
If you haven't heard, all over the world. Hands my peeps. I love marshmallow things. Now me and Josh are in that country. Oh man. On Instagram, all the social medias, take the pay. On Slash Black, then by all means. Actually, I'm coming out with a rap song that's longer than that in a video, hopefully soon. Because rap is a passion of mine because I think they're poets.
Well, you're a regular, with the State of the Show address.
I can
On a
rap
great
Eminem.
show.
Yeah.
But there might be someday
We're always looking for music acts.
we need a music act, so we might throw you in for 5 minutes to do a music
My
act.
name's
We'll
Ed
talk-
Money, and I like little bunnies, and I'm really hungry because I'm Franklin. I can rip.
Okay, how
face
could you
down.
not love that
Yeah.
face, ladies? How could you not love that face?
And I know all Ice Cube, NWA.
Bello pace, bello pace.
My darling.
Oh
yeah.
my God.
And I like Bob Dylan, and I like but I only know one song from Bob Dylan.
Bob Dylan's just nasally. It's like I don't
Yeah, that's
like.
what I
Okay,
like.
like I'm gonna get a lot of heat from my Mo friends.
His highway's gonna fall.
Well, I'm gonna get a lot of heat for saying what I'm about to say from my homo friends, my Mo's, because Mo's love me, but I don't like Barbara Streisand because of the nasally thing.
Yeah,
I don't.
I just don't like her
there's something
face.
about the nasal.
It's her face bothers me.
I like that song, Barbara Streisand.
Yeah, I like Taylor.
Oh, yeah, I remember that
Taylor
one.
Swift is one of my is the other.
You know what, man? I kind of when Taylor Swift comes on, I roll
Blank
up the windows.
Space, come on.
I roll up the windows.
Yes, I wrote her a
You
song.
You know, that's funny because I got I had a horrible day last week due to something I won't get into, but I went to Taco Bell afterwards, and the manager at Taco Bell and the guy behind the counter was like, I had my sunglasses on, and my hair all pulled up, and it was hot, and I was like sweaty, and he's like, "You've been on TV, haven't you?" I'm like, "Yeah." "You're famous." "Well, we're gonna take care of your food and stuff." And I'm like, "Okay." And then I'm like, I want some of those Cinnabons. You know that the Cinnabons?
Oh, yeah.
I love those.
Yeah, I love
So I
it.
said, "Okay, well, I want Cinnabons too." And I decided I wanted it after he gave me the food and the tacos. And I'm like, "Okay, let me get some Cinnabons." I went to pull out my money, and the cashier guy goes, "So you're famous?" I'm like, "Yeah, I guess so." And he goes, "Do you know Taylor Swift?" I'm like, "Yeah, sure." I just said it like that. He goes, "Oh, then the Cinnabons are on me."
Oh my God, she's amazing.
Well, I know my demographic now. I get,
That's
people who work at Taco Bell they love me.
Taco Bell's on Crenshaw.
They love me.
Yeah, no, I wrote her a song on my YouTube page, trying to get her to maybe make a song with me,
Mhm.
and love me. 'Cause
hard.
I'm really attracted to her.
Oh,
It's tough to keep Taylor Swift.
yeah.
Well,
She'll chew you up and spit
No,
you out,
no,
and then
no.
she'll write a song
Once
about
she
you.
sees what a hopeless romantic I am, I will take care of her, rub her feet, buy flowers, rub her eyeballs, put my balls on her eyeballs. I mean, I would do anything for that girl.
I
And
would.
very swiftly, I would do it.
I would pay anything in the world to see you rub Taylor Swift's eyeballs.
I would do it. I'm a
I
great
know you
eyeball
would.
rubber. Like I have very, they call them magic hands.
Are the girls okay? 2 questions.
The
Are
over-
the lids?
2 answers.
Are the lids open or closed when you rub the eyeball?
Both.
Okay. Number 2.
Yes.
Is the girl dead or alive when you rub them?
Both.
Okay. Well, this is Franklin Marshall, our new addition to Freak Show family.
Yes, we love Franklin.
We love Franklin. He's going to be every first Saturday of every month. He's going to come out. He's going to be walking through the crowd. He's going to be selling some merch out there. He's going to be talking to people. It's going to be filmed. We put the little interviews and stuff up on Freak Show, and then he comes on stage and he gives a State of the Union, or State of the Show address, where he's going to talk about whatever his viewpoint that he saw. If somebody was acting up in the crowd, or somebody was extra nice, or a performer flubbed the line, or they didn't get a joke right, or they got a joke really good. That's his job.
Yeah.
He's our correspondent, and Freak Show is, a big deal, and so we need somebody to keep us in check.
Yeah.
We're not like the U.S. government with no checks and balances. We have checks and balances, and Franklin's going to give the State of the Show address, and then we're going to,
It's very official.
we're going
That's
to put the videos up on
There's
YouTube
nobody-
or on Freak Show page here.
That's it.
So.
Yes, there's nobody more qualified to do this than
None.
me.
No, nobody.
And I
Nobody.
couldn't be more grateful to do it on such the best show in LA. It's the best comedy show in LA,
Thank you,
wholeheartedly.
It's full endorsement, Franklin Marshall. says
Absolutely.
the best.
If you haven't seen this, then you're missing out, and you have to go. If you have seen it, then you got to come back because you know how good it is.
Now tell them your social medias.
Oh yes, you can follow me on Instagram at FM the Third with the 3, the number 3. You can follow me on Twitter at FM the Third, just spelled out Third. You can follow me on Facebook, Franklin Marshall the Third. I have a normal account like normal people, and then I have a Facebook page like Facebook page people. And then you just Google Franklin Marshall, you'll find it. And then I have a Snapchat which is FM the third, spelled out, FM and then third spelled out. And then I have a Periscope, which is on Twitter now. And then I have another one. What's the other one?
Instagram.
YouTube. Check me out on my YouTube page, Franklin Marshall III's comedy page on YouTube. Posting videos every Wednesday and Friday. There are videos on my Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube. Some of them are funny. Some of them are not funny.
Informative.
And Franklin Marshall Mondays on the Facebook page every Monday.
Every Monday.
His manager releases a little snippet of his tour of the show.
Of the freak show. Little clips. There's a long video on there right now, but I will be, there's lots of footage, and I have a guy who will, distribute the small clips every Monday.
Yep.
Every Monday, Franklin Marshall Monday. So that's it, Franklin. Thank you for coming. Say thank you to everybody.
Thank you so much, everybody.
All right, this is Freak Show.